I'm Erin with Husky Homes, and I'm here with Joe Long from Guild Mortgage. Joe, why should somebody buy a home right now and not wait?
You have an opportunity right now as a home buyer. We're in the middle of coming out of a crazy market, and I think we're going to go back into a crazy market. We're not building enough homes in this country to keep up with population growth, and the cost of buying a home has increased exponentially over the last couple of years. If you're a renter right now, you're noticing that your rent continues to go up, and they keep building rental units, but they're not building enough houses to keep up with population growth. So the cost of a house keeps going up to produce and therefore to own, but in the meantime, your rent keeps going up and you're wanting to buy a house and you're looking at that potentially getting away from you. We've got interest rates that have come up. At the end of 2021, they ended around 3%. At the end of 22, they ended a little bit over 6%. That means that from an affordability standpoint, we've gone down. But what it means from a competition standpoint is that the market has temporarily cooled off a little bit. If you're a first-time home buyer and you have maybe a small down payment, you need some help with your closing costs, you need down payment assistance, you could not get an offer accepted, or it was very difficult to in 2020 and 2021 because there were so many people competing. Well, if interest rates come back down, we're going to have that situation happen again. So people are going to be fighting over houses, and your ability to get an accepted offer with one of those loan programs is going to go away. Right now, the fact that interest rates have come up is really a gift for some people because it allows you to compete, whereas otherwise maybe you couldn't. And then if rates do come back down, great. You refinance, you lock in the gains, and you live happily ever after. But I really think that the cost of ownership could move out of reach for a lot of people, and right now is a great opportunity to buy a home.
So Joe, what I'm hearing you say is that affordability, especially for first-time home buyers, could be something that eventually gets to be very difficult or might be out of their reach soon. Is that what I'm hearing?
100%. Unless there's some kind of large cost reduction in building or a large amount of inventory being added to the market, I do think you could see first-time home buyers getting priced further and further out.
So right now we're seeing homes in the 250, 275, even under 300 for first-time home buyers getting with significant amount of offers, large competition. So really we're starting to see that that's going to be an even harder price point to meet for our clients. So if you are the first-time home buyer, we really encourage you to get in now. The time is now. You heard it from the pro, Joe. So here we go. Joe, if my credit sucked, what would I need to do to get it to go up?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have this misconception that if they pay off all of their debt, they're going to have a good credit score. And that's actually not the case. So the payment history on your cards and other accounts is the number one thing that's going to be looked at. So you need to have credit established. So if you don't have any credit, you need to get credit. Okay, so you can't just pay off your debt to fix your score. You've got to get some credit, and then you've got to make payments on that credit. So the quickest way if you have a bad credit score would be to do a secured credit card, and there are ways to get those through a local bank or from online sources. Then it's balance to debt ratio, balance to limit ratio. So don't charge up the card and then pay the card down all the way. A lot of people think that that's what you want to do to build credit, but really what you want to do is leave a small percentage of the total available limit charged up, somewhere between 10 and 30%, and that's going to where you're going to optimize your score. The other thing is I wouldn't go off and just start paying off collections or settling bad debts without talking to a professional first, because sometimes paying off a collection can actually hurt your credit score. And it re-ages the date of last activity. And a lot of times people will think they're doing good things for their credit and actually take their credit score down. So you're gonna wanna work with a professional, a lender, or a credit repair specialist, not a debt consolidation company, please. And they will assist you with what you should pay off and how to negotiate those things in a way that will raise your credit score in an optimal way.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how important it is to get your credit score up. Even when we meet with clients for the first time, one of the first things we do is make sure that all of our clients go to a lender, a professional, just like Joe, because they have the knowledge. They're the ones who know what to do and how to do it. So we would just really encourage you in that process to speak to a professional who can really help you.
Yeah, don't do it on your own. It's so much easier than you think, and there are people out here willing to help you.
That's great. Thanks, Joe.